This was a week in training video. This was me showing you guys how I'm able to balance lifting, running, and my day job. And the first thing I want to get across straight away is there needs to be a priority. Even though I'm training as a hybrid athlete, I need to care more about running or lifting. One of them I need to care more about. It's that plain and simple. Now, which one you do will depend on your goals. If you're preparing for a 5K or 10K event, then maybe the months leading up to it, you care more about your running. And when I say care more, what I mean is, as you've seen from my videos, I am running right after my lifting session. So by default, my lifting sessions are taking priority and I'm using less energy for my running. That means that my running is actually being subpar, but it's the only way to balance it. Now, if I cared more about my running, I would run in the morning when I have the most energy and then train after or later at night. But for me, my goal is to still look effing jacked because I care more about my lifts than my running. But maybe that'll change in the future. Again, if I'm preparing for a 10K event, maybe then I'll reduce my bodybuilding sessions to 2 or 3 times a week and then increase the running ones. Secondly, when you're trying to combine lifting and running, I can't emphasize this enough. F motivation. Like, if you thought F motivation with just running, fair enough. If you thought F motivation was just going to the gym, fair enough. But now it is really F your motivation. You just have to show up. I can't tell you, since I started running, the amount of times after doing legs, after doing back or chest at the gym, the last thing I want to do, or the last motivation I have, is to go to a track when it's cold to go run a 7, 5, 8, whatever K. Motivation in this instance cannot, it doesn't exist. You're not going to be motivated to do it, especially if you're in the UK and the weather is what it is. Can you hear the wind? Probably not, because my mic is so good, but I digress. It is very cold in the UK and other parts of the world right now. There is no motivation. You have your plan and you show up regardless of how you feel that day. Before we continue, I will quickly give an overview of what my weekly training split is. On Tuesday, I do back and legs, and then after back and legs, I'm gonna do like a long run, easy pace, 5 or 7K. On Wednesday, I'm doing my push session. Right after that, I'm gonna do some speed work at the track. And again, with speed work, the goal is to try and get you faster, right? Thursday is my rest day. Friday, I'm doing legs, and after that, I'm gonna do either a 7 or 8K easy pace. Saturday is back. Again, I'm gonna do a 7 or 8K easy pace. Sunday is my push day, and I do no running on my Sunday, and then Monday is complete rest. And when you're training as a hybrid person, your rest days are actually like rest days. You're doing absolutely nothing. When I was doing like bodybuilding, competing, all of that stuff, my rest days are more like active rest days where I also do cardio, I might do abs, I might do some arms. My rest days now are 0 activity, almost less steps, no cardio, no gym, literally nothing. And I think it's quite important when you're training quite intensely like I'm doing now. You really need to manage your recovery. You really need to understand how your body's feeling every day. So some of the stuff I'm doing to actually help me track my recovery and actually make this process of being a hybrid athlete a lot more enjoyable and a lot more effective is I've more or less actually bought a new smartwatch. I've bought the Garmin Phoenix is it Phoenix? I hope it's Phoenix. No, Phoenix PH. So Phoenix? I don't know. However you pronounce it is Fenix. I bought the Garmin Fenix 8, and I also got the heart rate monitor. You more or less put this on your chest. And I bought this just because I've had my Apple Watch since 2020. It's an Apple Watch Series 5, and the battery dies after like 3 hours. I did a lot of research on what Garmin watch to get, and this was the best all-rounder one. It is a bit pricey, so I'll say if you have a lower budget, maybe look at the Forerunner. But for me, this was the best one. I'll link it down in the description if you want to get it. So yeah, I'm using both the Garmin and the heart rate monitor just to track how I'm performing during my runs, and it's been quite helpful. Also, what I'm doing is I'm using the heat pod from Hydrogun. I'm using that even more frequently just because my legs are literally toast right after my session. So when I get home after work, I'm using that for like 20 to 30 minutes. And literally it's like having 90% of the benefits of a sauna right at home. Use my code Emeka for a discount if you want. Those are some of the tools I'm using to recover faster. And yeah, it's been fun actually documenting how the whole week went. It's just being able to document or watch back what you're doing the whole week and then share it to people. It even makes it more enjoyable, because sometimes if you don't record what's going on in your life, you might not actually know that you've evolved so much in the last 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 4 months. Life can become just one single blob, but then once you record enough of it, you can look back on 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I was prepping, which is probably hopefully June or May. 4 months ago, I'll put it on the screen, I was prepping for a bodybuilding competition. I was 93 kilos. Now I'm 97 kilos, trying to manage running and lifting. And people ask me, why aren't you content? Why can't you just stick to one thing? And I do stick to one thing, but I'm always trying to improve, which might mean trying to improve on that one thing, right? And I want you guys on this channel to be people that are always trying to strive for improvement. That's the goal with my channel. Self-improvement across every area of your life. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video right here. If you liked the video, of course, drop a like. And if you made it this far, if you're one of those lucky people, comment down below hybrid, or comment down below go one more. Either or, I don't really mind. Hybrid or go one more. Go one more is a phrase I've stolen from Nick Bear, and hopefully he sponsors me, because I love BPN as a brand, and I love BPN as, and I just love Nick in general, to be honest with you. So comment down below hybrid or go one more. Subscribe to the video. No, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Have a good day.